is a WCPO 9 breaking news alert.
Thanks for joining us tonight on WCPO 9 News. I'm Brett Bagansky, and we are following that breaking news in Lawrenceburg at Hollywood Casino. Several people are telling WCPO there was an active shooter inside of the casino tonight, and we have team coverage on the situation. Andrew Rowan and Valerie Lyons are there right now. So, Andrew, we're going to start with you. You arrived at the scene pretty early. What'd you see?
Just a massive police presence, Brett. This was apparently an armed robbery at the Hollywood Casino in Lawrenceburg. Around 8 o'clock or so, witnesses say a man demanded money and presented a gun. Those witnesses say that he got inside the cage in the middle of the casino, though we've not been able to confirm that with police or with the casino. But Indiana State Police say they were called out for an armed robbery. The suspect ran out of the casino into the nearby woods. State police tracked him via helicopter, and he was arrested in those woods. We spoke with two women who were inside. The first thing they heard was people running and screaming that there was a gun. That's when they heard the fire alarm, punctuated by an announcement of an active shooter, but they did not hear any shots. So as far as we know right now, that announcement of an active shooter doesn't seem to be accurate, but it did draw an enormous police presence.
A bunch of people just running and screaming, "There's a gun." And that's it, that's all.
Did you hear shots?
No, we didn't hear shots. Shot. We just know that everybody was running and
they're walking in with AKs. They're letting off police sirens and they're booting everybody out, but they're not letting you leave.
Now, there was a different scene going on outside of the casino. Police had shut down inbound and outbound traffic as they conducted this manhunt. Even as we were coming over the bridge from Kentucky into Indiana, we saw even 3 miles out a big law enforcement presence, which grew as we got closer. Take a listen to what one woman said who was stuck in that traffic waiting to get closer to the casino.
We've seen a SWAT go by. We've seen 5 different life squads. We've seen Kentucky police, Ohio police, and of course every Indiana policeman in the neighborhood. We saw them driving on the walking trail. The police were driving on the walking trail. It's just been crazy.
Now, we had an emotional conversation with one woman. She rushed here to the scene because her elderly father was inside and he fell during this whole ordeal. She says he is bloody and emotional, but he is expected to be okay. Police haven't given us any information about the suspect, but as we get more information, we will bring that to you. Live tonight in Lawrenceburg, Andrew Rowan, WCPO 9 News.
A scary situation, and I imagine that a lot of people who have friends there are probably calling and texting them tonight. Andrew, we'll check in with you in just a little bit. Let's go to Valerie Lyons now. And Valerie, we spoke with another person who was inside when this was all happening.
Yeah, Brett, we spoke with him at around 9 o'clock, and at that time he said things were really back to business as usual. Food and drinks were being served again, card games were playing again, the band was setting up, and people are being let back in. Now, just up the road from where I'm standing is the parking garage. We swung down there. We saw customers driving in as the last few law enforcement vehicles were driving off, and that is a far cry from the commotion Chris Simon says was happening inside the casino just a few hours earlier. Now, he told us he was eating in the food court, waiting for a concert to start, when he says the fire alarms went off.
One guy brandished a gun at the cage, got whatever he was going to get, took off, and I guess some security approached him and he grabbed somebody. He grabbed a hostage and started running down the hallway. People literally were laying on the floors, ducking under tables. I mean, it was pretty chaotic there for a couple minutes.
It certainly sounds like it was chaotic, and like I mentioned earlier, this really happened very quickly. Simon says if any shots were fired, he didn't hear any. He says those alarms were so loud, and then the only other thing that you could kind of hear piercing through that was the PA system telling everyone there was an emergency and to just stay in place while police kind of scanned the area. But again, happened really, really quickly here. You see behind me, things look like business as usual. We see customers driving in and out, and we really have not seen a law enforcement vehicle for quite some time. But of course, we'll continue to stay on top of this and learn more information. But for now, live in Lawrenceburg, Valerie Lyons, WCPO 9 News.
All right, Valerie, thank you for that. And of course, this is happening on a busy Saturday night there in Lawrenceburg. Busy Saturday night at the casino, many events there. So we're going to be staying on top of the story.